am your host. Thank you so much for joining us for the 24th Annual Garden State Film Festival. This year, we have over 200 films and film centered events from various countries, all happening across 9 venues from March 26th to the 29th this year. Today, I am here with director Kate Burns of the student documentary short Bombers Beyond, the Happiest Place in Town. Thank you so much, Kate, for joining me today. How is your day going so far?
It's pretty good, pretty good. Nice start to the day to have
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me and congratulations on being accepted into the Garden State Film Festival. Please tell me and your viewers a bit about your documentary short.
So, Bombers Beyond is clearly a documentary, but it really is about a program in my high school. So, we have a neurodiversity special program for 18 to 21-year-old kids. It helps them grow into the community, but also helps them shape themselves for jobs. And when we found out about the documentary, I thought it was a perfect thing to highlight because Bombers Beyond in my town is more like the center of it. It's a heart. And it really just shows love and community in Saraville. And so when we saw this prompt, we were like, let's do it. And I wanted to focus on more of the kids, because of course everyone wants to see every part of it, but the kids are really what makes it so strong. So to craft this image of how the community relies on these kids and how it helps them grow was really the image I wanted to create.
That's a really beautiful message. As someone, I mean, like, we are in a society where we are very integrated with our special needs and neurodivergent, youth. And as
Yep.
someone that, I graduated high school 10 years ago, but throughout high school, I was volunteering a bunch with, a lot of our special needs. So it's really such a pleasure to hear. What is it, like, that is your background with this? I know you said that this is like the heart of your town. So
Mhm.
how long have you kind of been, I guess, integrated with this? What is the name of it? You said the
Bombers Beyond. It's a
Robert. It is.
cafe.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
long have you been? How long has it been there? And how long have you been going there?
So I couldn't tell you when it was established
Okay.
because that was way before I was in high school.
Okay.
Um, but it operates during school hours, so I don't get to go during school, but they do host after school events. So if we have like a winter parade in town, they'll be open on Main Street and they'll be serving stuff. So I've known about it all of freshman year because they also are really in touch with the arts. They'll host like art showcases for the art students, and they really do allow people to express themselves within the premise too. It's really cool.
That's awesome. Uh, what is it this process was like for you? You're in high school, you're taking film. You've told me that you are going to be going into college for film. Congratulations. So, what
Thank
was
you.
this process like for you in your journey of, film and whatnot? Like, what did you learn from this experience?
I learned so much genuinely. This was the first documentary I've ever done.
Mhm.
I normally stick to fictional stuff because I like creating my own story. Um, but when I started to do filmmaking, it was like more of the editing side of it. And I've watched myself grow. So this documentary, while being in high school, was, I think, difficult because at the same time, like, I didn't have much time to do it in school. It was hard to balance the classes and the work along with my extracurriculars.
Mhm.
So the documentary really showed to me the different processes of filmmaking, to go from that fictional, storyboarding and shot list to seeing the story unfold in front of you was the lesson I got from it.
Mhm.
And it was honestly really amazing to witness it. Even though I was creating it, I'd never experienced anything like that before. To craft a story to showcase other people, not just my own talent.
That's awesome. What would you say was the most challenging?
Definitely the narrative.
Okay.
Definitely the narrative, because Um, I think I had over 90 minutes of footage to
Mhm.
cut down to 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And, there's so many things that you can say, or the statements they all make, you can use every part of it. But the thing was trying to find the things that were most impactful for my audience to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely the most difficult, the narrative.
And what is it that you want your audience to take away from this documentary?
Um, I would say how much everyone relies on each other, how
Mm-hmm.
strong a community needs each other, you know? I feel some days now that a lot of people would rather be independent and like just completely veer off their own way. But no matter who you are, I feel that you always need something to back you up, whether it's a community, a family, you know? And Bombers Beyond definitely is a family. And it really creates a family for our town to rely on. So I think that everyone needs a community to rely on and to just accept and love one another.
No, that's awesome. You told me a bit like during like pre the interview about how Bombers Beyond, sets up these 18 to 21-year-olds and whatnot for jobs
Mhm.
and careers. So what have you seen come from it?
I've seen them become more confident.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to different places in town. Our town is incredible with this process. They go to one of the gyms. They help clean. They help set up. They go to Bubba's and they help host and stuff like that. They even go and help make pizza sauce at our local pizza shop, Rostoni's. So I really I really see that not only is it our community reaching out to them, but it shows like how everyone wants to see everyone succeed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's our board of ed created it with the idea that everyone should get the same opportunity,
Yeah.
and I think that's gorgeous.
I've worked like so many different types of jobs. Are you 17?
Yeah,
You're 17. So
yeah.
I'm 29. And, I've worked so many different types of jobs
Hmm.
since being 17. And there was always someone working, whether I was working in a grocery store or working at a restaurant, where there was someone who may have had Down syndrome or
Hmm.
who had autism. And like seeing these people work, they are just as capable, I feel, as so many
Yeah,
of us. And I feel like so many people have this idea that they're not capable just because they're different. And it's a shame because I've
yeah,
seen them like master, I'm trying to think of like the word master, conquer, achieve so much in like
yeah,
the working space with everyone and how they communicate. It might be a little bit different, but they communicate well. And so I really appreciate you making this documentary for everyone to see because it's eye-opening and I think it's something that people don't think about every day. So to pivot
yeah.
a little off of your documentary, maybe like a little bit more onto you, please tell me a bit about you. How long have you been, making films and where is it you're going to be going to school for film?
So I'd say my interest in film really blossomed in seventh grade. I started one of those like TikTok editing accounts for fun, and it slowly began to snowball into like, oh, this could be a career for me because I have so much joy in making these little 50-second edits. So when I got into high school, I started to slowly craft the process of filmmaking. I ended up trying to make my first short film freshman year with a camera and a dream. And then I got in touch with my advisor currently, and I slowly began to learn all the steps, and I saw all my short films actually come together into the vision that I want, you know? Because before I was making them, yes, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted to see for myself. I think now I've created over 20 short films in my high school career.
That's
It really
awesome.
is one of my favorite things to do. Currently, I don't know where I'm going to film school. I have a bit of a jumble all over. I'm waiting to hear back from one.
Okay.
But film school has always been the dream, and that's what I've been building up for because even if it is just to bond with other film students, you know, to get
Yeah.
that first glimpse of other creative minds. A lot of kids at my school have no interest in what I do,
Yeah.
which makes it difficult because I want to talk about it. I want to be like, hey, look at what I figured out in Premiere Pro, but no one else does it. So I do want a community of my own. I want to be with all these film industry people. I want to see the creative minds. And so that's what I'm looking for in a film school. I'm
Yeah.
looking for that bond.
Kate, I think that that's an amazing goal, as well as, you know, congratulations again for being accepted into the Garden State. You are
Thank you.
about to connect with so many people that are like-minded, so many students, as well as, people that have been doing this for 30, 40 years. So you are about to, I hope, become like a sponge of just knowledge. And you are going to, when you go, have your phone ready to take phone numbers of other
Okay.
students and ask questions, because it is like such a beautiful community that I feel comes together from Thursday through Sunday. And
Okay.
everyone is so open and celebrating each other. And this is a great place to connect and to make those connections. And I'm so, so excited for you. Am I going to be meeting you in person?
I'm gonna be there at least all I know is Sunday for the
Okay.
actual screening. I
Okay.
don't know about the other events yet, but I do know
Sure.
that Sunday is a given.
That's awesome. Well, I'm so excited to meet you in person, Kate, and for everybody to be able to see your film. Everyone, Bombers Beyond, the happiest place in town, will be screening at the Berkeley Continental on Sunday, March 29th from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. We hope to see you at the Garden State Film Festival this year with over 200 films screening across 9 venues, including hosting parties, panels, events, and more. Get your tickets at gsff.org/tickets. Kate, thank you again so much for joining me today. I'm so excited for you and for your film and for what comes next. And I look forward to meeting you in person.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to be here.
Bye.